Today we're doing another full face video. This time is L'Oreal. And yes, I have done this in the past, but it's been years ago. So this is an updated version of a full face only using L'Oreal. And I do have a couple products in here I have not tried yet, such as the brow lamination. I have not tried this. This is a newer product. This is also newer. It's their faux brow. This I have used and I love it. So let's go ahead and start with brows. So this is what our little applicator looks like on this one. And I heard the hold on this is really good. Let's hope so, because my brow hairs do not like to stay in place whatsoever. No matter what I use, they like to fly right back up. Also, I do like to start with my brow gel when I use a pen, because I don't want that pen to smudge or anything. Also, I like to lay the hairs in the place that I want them first and then fill in with the pen, just so there's no little strokes out of place, because that is a little difficult to fix. So far, my brows feel very flat to my face, so that's a good sign. Now, going in with their new brow pen, if you have not seen this, I'm sure you have by now. This is what the little applicator looks like. It's got these two little prongs on it, and you just fill in with little hair-like strokes until you're happy. And this product I have used several times and I do really enjoy it. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so far with this combo, I'm not mad about how these brows came out. I'm pretty pleased. Moving into complexion, I do not have a primer from L'Oreal, but I do have this foundation. It's an Infallible 24-hour fresh wear. I have seen recently they updated this to like 32-hour wear or something. This is the old formulation, but it's still good. It's not expired or anything. But this foundation I have used for years. I think I discovered this back in like 2020, 2021, something like that. And I've been using it ever since. And this is one of my absolute favorite drugstore foundations. Now, do I think this color is gonna be a good match? Maybe, maybe not. It looks a little light, but it will all work out, I promise. As you can see, this is really, really great coverage, but it still looks like skin. It's not too heavy and it's not like wearing a mask. It feels like nothing on the skin. Absolutely nothing. Now, this concealer I have tried in the past. I just recently picked it up because I knew I was doing this video today. This is the Infallible 24-hour full wear concealer. I have the shade 340 Fawn, so hopefully this is a good match. I don't know. Also, if you're curious, the foundation was in the shade 420, but as you can see, it's not the best match for me right now because I am a little tan, so it's a little light. Again, I have used this concealer in the past. Mine just got old and dried out, so I got rid of it. So today we're retrying it pretty much, because I haven't had this concealer in my collection for a long time, a few years at least. So we're gonna throw some of this on and see what I think. Also, when we get to the eye step, I do not have eyeshadow, so I am taking this concealer all over my lid just to cancel out any of that darkness around my eyes, because you know your girl does not sleep. This is blending out beautifully. It doesn't feel dry or heavy. I like that. I am adding the teeniest bit more just in these areas here, because that is where most of my darkness is right in here. And again, a little extra on the lid just because we don't have eyeshadow. Now, personally, this is not a jab at L'Oreal. I'm not the biggest fan of their eyeshadow formulations. I've had cream shadows, I've had liquid shadows, I've had their powdered shadows. None of them really wow me, so I don't have them in my collection anymore. Another product you probably see me rave about is the new Lumi liquid blushes. I have the shade Dewy Bright Pink. This is the only one I own right now, but I definitely eventually want to pick up more of these. They are a really good liquid blush at the drugstore. Now, I have noticed L'Oreal is not the most affordable brand anymore. I want to say this brown lamination was almost $15. Are you joking? Like, drugstore makeup used to range probably anywhere from $1. Like when e.l.f. first started, they had makeup for $1. So from anywhere from $1 to probably around $10. And now there's products there that are in the $20 range. I'm like, how? Also, yes, I am packing on the blush right now because I am going to put powder over this. Not only powder, but powder bronzer. And I don't want to lose the pinkiness of this blush due to putting other things on top. So we're piling it on. And with that being said, it's still a little more intense than I thought it was going to be. I haven't used that blush in a little bit, and I kind of forgot how pigmented she was. So I am just going to tap over this a tiny bit. Yeah, that's already better. Another newer product from L'Oreal that I've been loving, Infallible Blurfection Setting Powder in the shade, what shade do I have? 20 Translucent Light. This is so finely milled, and it really does just blur the pores. It looks like a filter over your face, but in the best way possible. And me being oily, I can't use a lot of drugstore powders. I feel like they just do not hold my oils back long enough for my liking. This one, it actually gets in there and sets the makeup, and I don't look like a grease ball after 3 hours. Some drugstore setting powders don't even last that long on my skin. This will set you in. So if you have oily skin and you don't want to spend, you know, one size kind of price points on a powder, this one's pretty good. Now, is it as good as the one size? No. But she will get the job done and set you in all day. And you see me go over this blush with powder, and there is still a nice little glow to it. That is what I love about this blush. It does not lose the luminosity, even though this is a mattifying powder. Like, the center of my face is matte. You can still see that glow. Let's jump in with the powder bronzer. This is the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Bronzer in the shade Light Medium. I have definitely made a dent in that. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you can kind of tell in the center there. I have made a dent in this, and that says something because you don't need a lot, all right? You ready for this? I'm gonna go 1, 2. Yeah, she's pigmented. Again, drugstore has really stepped up their makeup game since I was in middle school and high school. Even though high school is not that long ago for me, it still has improved. Even in the past 5 years, drugstore makeup has improved so much. And you can find really great affordable options. You don't have to break the bank. Like, this is giving me everything I want. And it's also not $30. And this is going to last you a long time because it is so pigmented. Now, jumping back to where I said I did not have any eyeshadow for this look. We are taking this bronzer on a little brush and we're gonna throw it in our crease. I love to do that with this bronzer in particular because it will last all day. I notice a lot of bronzers kind of fade away. This one does not. She is not here to play. She is here to stay, for sure. And I just love the tone of this in the crease as well. It's so pretty. I'm even gonna take a little bit of that and run it on my lower lash line because I do have a black pencil eyeliner that I'm going to use here in a minute. And I don't want it to look too harsh. I want a little smokiness down there, just like so. Let's go ahead and use that pencil liner. This is a product I had in the past and I had a re-up on it. This is the Extra Intense Liquid Pencil Eyeliner. It's not liquid. It's literally a sharpenable pencil, and it has a nice little smudger on the end of it, but it goes on so creamy. I'm gonna try to show you how creamy this is. Like, are you joking? That is so black. Now, this could be a mistake, but we're gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna just do like a little reverse wing here, and we're gonna smudge her out using a little smudger on the end, just to give this look a little something more. Do we see how sharp I was able to get that wing with the smudger? Not the actual pencil, the smudger. I was able to just smudge it straight out. I'm in love. Now for a product I'm kind of on the fence about is this Lumi Le Glow highlighter stick. I have the shade Glowy Cream Chic. The TikTok girlies made it seem like it was so amazing and it melted into the skin and all that. No, it does not melt into the skin. I am warming this up on my finger to give it a fair chance. Like, is it pretty? Yes, it has potential. But does it just melt into the skin? No. It definitely kind of sits on top, and if you have any texture on your face, this is going to emphasize it. That is your warning now. If you have any breakouts in this region, it will emphasize it. I do like that you can kind of put it on top of powder if you work quickly. That is nice. You just have to be careful with what products you pair it with, because it can lift the makeup underneath. You can kind of see on my nose here, it did lift a little bit of that makeup. That's what I don't like about this. It can look good. It just takes a lot of practice with this and patience, and I don't have that. The sun is currently like going in and out of clouds right now, so if this lighting is bad, I am sorry. We have a couple more products to work through. Before I do my mascara, I am going to use a newer product again. This is the Infallible 3-Second Setting Mist. This is very comparable to the One Size one without the heavy price tag. That is amazing to have something like this at the drugstore. It is literally like hairspray for your makeup. Watch. Now do not breathe. Not until it's dry. And don't open your eyes either. Because again, it is literally like hairspray for your makeup. But this is going to last all day. Let's go ahead, curl the lashes and move into mascara. This used to be my absolute #1 mascara ever. High-end drugstore everything. I have recently found some new favorites, but this was the OG favorite of mine. This is the Voluminous Butterfly Mascara. Who remembers this stuff? I got it when it first came out and did not put it down for the longest time. So this side of the wand kind of looks normal, and then you have this side where it flares up on the end. This really grabs those outer lashes and accentuates your cat eye. Love. And it's a thickening mascara as well, and I am a volume girly. I have not had a tube of this in a while, so let's do it how I used to do it. I would start with, the more chunkier side here, wiggle it into the lashes, root to tip, really get it in there and coated. And then what you want to do is take the other side, and this is going to comb through your lashes, making them look more separated and fluttery. And again, that outer corner here is going to grab these outer lashes here and pull them up. See how that just accentuates the wing? This is why I love this mascara. Last step we're going to do is a lip combo. Now, this I have used before. This lip liner, however, is brand new to me. I know this has been in their lineup for a while now, but I haven't tried it, ever. So this is the color Riche Anti-Feathering Lip Liner in the shade Toffee to Be. And doesn't that look like a cool tone lover's dream? So let's try her on. Yeah, it's giving what I want it to give. It's cool, but not too cool toned where your lips look dead. And it's very, very creamy. Now that my lips are lined and a little bit contoured, you can really see that color. She's gonna be in heavy rotation, I already know. Now, this is also a newer product. L'Oreal's newer products are absolutely killing it right now. This is the Plump Ambition Hyaluronic Lip Oil in the shade Worth It. I thought this would be a gorgeous lip combo, so let's go ahead and plop her on. But look at this little applicator, and it has a nice amount of plumping power to it without it being painful. That is exactly what I wanted from this lip combo. I'm happy about it. And here is our finished, updated, full face of L'Oreal. What do you guys think? What are your favorite L'Oreal products? Let me know down in the comments below. I love how this look came out. Middle school me would eat this up. Also, let me know what brand you want to see next for a full face video. I have some ideas, so definitely stay tuned to see that. But yeah, that's really about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe before you leave if you like any kind of makeup content, because that's what I do over here. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.